What's going on? This is Brother Jay, and I'm back again with another thought of the day, man. And unfortunately, my thought of the day is called Prank Gone Fatal. And this is unfortunate to really talk about, but we got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Now, recently, uh, uh, three guys pulled a prank called Ding Dong Ditch. You know what I'm saying? And the person that lived in the house shot through the door, I guess, fatally wounding one and minorly injuring the other one. You know what I'm saying? Now, to cover this base and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to have pranks and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But it really wasn't that bad, which means like this. Ding Dong Ditch, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, used to be like you and, you know, two or three other guys, and y'all rung somebody's doorbell, then took off running and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, or you know what I'm saying. Well, no, that's pretty much the sum of it. But the advancement today is not the same. Ding Dong Dish is not the same. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you know what I'm saying, there's only white dudes that's doing this shit. I ain't see no brother in the mix of the party and nothing like that. Not saying there ain't one, but I only saw white dudes doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not ding dong ditch no more. It's almost like door bashing ditch. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll run up and drop kick your door and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, wait a minute. If I hear a loud boom, you know what I'm saying? I'll assume that's probably a smoker or somebody trying to break in my house. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can feel for the parents of the child that has, well, he's 18, so he's not a child no more, but he's childlike in mentality. But I can feel their anger because, you know what I'm saying, their son got shot doing a prank and shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's, you know what I'm saying, old saying that, you know what I'm saying, some jokes ain't funny. Not today, not in this climate today, where motherfuckers are worrying about how they gonna pay bills and you need two incomes, you know what I'm saying, to get by and stuff like that. So we know nothing about this brother, you know what I'm saying, whose door he knocked on. You know what I'm saying? At least when we did it back in the day, we knew whose doorbell we was ringing. We knew who lived there. So we knew if like, yeah, we can't ring Mrs. Johnson doorbell, man. No. You know what I'm saying? You know who to fuck with, who not to fuck with, you know what I'm saying? But these idiots are just going neighborhood to neighborhood, just fuck with random people's doors. You know what I'm saying? So I feel both of their point of view. You know what I'm saying? I feel the anger that the parents feel, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently, you know what I'm saying, this happened again about like a good 2 or 3 hours before he was supposed to go to prom with his girlfriend. So I'm like, you doing a ding dong ditch prank before your prom? Man, you should be hyped up to go to the prom, bro. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So either way, so you know saying, again, I feel the parents' plight, but I understand the brother's plight, you know what I'm saying, who shot through the door. Because, if somebody was saying like kicking my door like that, I'd be thinking somebody trying to break in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he's being charged with second degree murder, malicious, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what to call it. Malicious, uh, act with a firearm. And that's the second one. That's the other dude that got injured. And possession of a firearm in the act of a felony. You know what I'm saying? So the lowest he's looking at on going to jail if he get convicted, the lowest is anywhere between 13 to 15 years. The maximum he's looking at is like about 60 something years. All this because some boys want to play a prank on your door and you decide to defend yourself not knowing that they're boys. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we did some fucked up pranks back in the day. Like the most extreme prank I say we did, which taught me a lesson and made me stop doing, was that we should throw rocks at cars. You know what I'm saying? Every bit of like, I think I was about 11 or 12 years old. And there was a certain part in LA, you know what I'm saying, we would hang by, you know what I'm saying, this alleyway and, you know, throw rocks at cars and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then when it seemed like they stopped and stuff like that, yeah, we take off running and shit, you know, and pray that you don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's one time, which is the lesson that taught me this, and not to do it again, was that, you know what I'm saying, me and another guy, you know what I'm saying, and it was just me and him, we was throwing rocks at cars one day. And you know, usually it's like a little tiny little, you know, rock you fit in your hand, a little Hummer, you know what I'm saying? No, this guy decided to get this big ass giant boulder like rock. And basically ran out and went like, hey, and shit went bloop, bloop, and crashed through the person's window. So naturally we like, oh shit. So we took off running and shit. And dude, you know what I'm saying? Now I just ran through the alleyway and ducked off and hid somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he would did the same thing, because that's what our plan was. The saying was to run, duck into this bush. You know what I'm saying? And if the car keeps going by, if he circled the block and come by like this, we'll see him. And if he just, you know what I'm saying, keep on moving, then we'll get out the bush and run to the apartment and, you know, go home. You know what I'm saying? No, my friend, I ducked in the bush. He just kept running straight for the house. And ironically, his timing was ugly because by the time he got to the street and was about to cross the street, the guy we threw the rock at his car pulled up. Yeah. Hey, you motherfucker, did you throw a rock at my car? Who, me? No, I didn't. And he got out and he beat the shit out of my friend, man. I mean, he beat his ass, you know. From then I said, you know what I'm saying, yeah, because he could have done worse than that. He could have just, you know what I'm saying, pulled a pistol on him. You know what I'm saying? You know, because this is back in, you know, saying, you know, the ugly part of LA and shit. This ain't, you know, saying the nice part of the time period, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw that, I learned my lesson. So it was a couple of times he tried to talk me into, you know what I'm saying, doing, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. So my point is that with these youngsters over there, you know what I'm saying, some pranks are okay, but some pranks are not funny. And there's some people that will, you know what I'm saying, fuck you up and take your life and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, you did a prank and he's tall enough. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking at someone that's in the dark, you can see he's white, but you can't tell, you know what I'm saying? Because they said that he was a lacrosse player and some other sports in fucking high school. So he's tall and got some size on him. You know what I'm saying? So he's not like one of those skinny, little wimpy looking white boys and shit like that. No. You know what I'm saying? So when you have somebody that's tall and got some size on him, it's hard to tell how old he is. One thing you know, it sounds like he's breaking down your door. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, to bring my, you know what I'm saying, thought of day to a close, you know what I'm saying, I only want to add caution like this. Please, youngsters, hear my words. I understand that you're pent up in the house and, you know what I'm saying, you know, you get bored and you want to do something life endangering and taking chances and shit. But please make a mental note that, you know what I'm saying, these days, things are getting fatal. People are getting shot and killed over dumb shit, you know. So, you know what I'm saying, you know, and plus also, let's say he would have lived and let's say the guy didn't shoot him down, but the guy who lives there called the police and they got caught, you can go to jail for, you know what I'm saying, attempted burglary charge, you know what I'm saying, because if you crash down somebody's door, that's attempted burglary charge waiting for you. So youngsters, please listen. Find something else constructive to do instead of wasting time and energy doing something that's going to frustrate somebody else, or you get frustrated because of the time you might get for this bullshit. Okay? So I'm out of here. Deuces.